Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I decided to do a reading vlog. I wanted to read all of Abby Jimenez's backlist that I haven't read so far, and I also threw in there a little horror novella. So for this video, I read Comfort Me with Apples by Catherynne and Valente, The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez, The Happily Ever After playlist, and Life's Too Short. During the reading vlog, I do rate my books towards the end once I finish each book. So I really hope that you enjoy this reading vlog as much as I enjoyed making it. All right, so without further ado, let's roll the clip. Hello, welcome to my reading vlog. I'm super excited to be filming this today and starting it. Today is Friday, May 19th. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this vlog going on. I just know that I do wanna do a reading vlog. So right now, I'm gonna do my makeup and just talk to you guys about what I've been doing today. Normally on Fridays, I like to clean the house and do laundry so that when the weekend comes, I don't have to worry about doing any of that and I can just relax and enjoy my family. So I woke up this morning and I read a little bit and then I worked out. It was arms today. I worked out my arms today, biceps and triceps. And then as soon as I was done, had some breakfast and then started cleaning the house. So I feel very productive because I've been able to get all this done, and it is, right now it's 1:05. So I usually have to pick up Charlie, leave the house by 2:10, 2:15, but lately I've been trying to get there earlier so that I can be like the first one in line on carpool. And so I have like 45 minutes left to put on my makeup and get something to eat and pick up Charlie and then basically go, you know, enjoy the rest of my day now that everything's done. Like laundry is, I still have to do laundry, but everything's pretty much done with the house chores and all that stuff. So that's good. Anyways, so yesterday I finished Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and oh my gosh, if you guys haven't read that book, I loved it so much. It was absolutely amazing. I gave it a 5-star. Loved Jacob and Brianna. I loved their chemistry. I loved their banter. And it also had a lot of serious moments. Like Jacob has social anxiety, and so I can totally relate a lot to him in that aspect. And then Brianna's going through taking care of her brother because he has renal failure, and I think I'm saying it right, and was going through dialysis. So that's a lot of like heavy topics in there, and the characters do go through a lot. So I thought that was very interesting. Anyways, you get to like watch the characters go through the struggles, what they're dealing with in their lives. And also, you know, I really, really love Abby Jimenez's writing. Like I love it so much. Last year I read, which is part of the same series as that book, Part of Your World, and I absolutely loved it. And so because I love her writing so much, I went ahead and bought the other books in another series that she has, and I think it's called the Friend Zone series. And that's what I'm trying to do in this vlog. I want to read those 3 books that are in that series. So I don't know if I'm gonna extend the vlog. We'll see how much reading I get done. I would like to get through those 3 books. And then in the meantime, last night I picked this up, Comfort Me with Apples by Catherynne and Valente. And let me just tell you, this beautiful little horror novel or novella is wild. Like I'm only on page 58. This was so good. Like this is so good. I love the way it's written. I love how flowery the words are. I love how descriptive and sickening things are described in there. Like I love it so much. And if you didn't know what this story is about a woman named Sophia, and she lives in this beautiful mansion with her husband in this really, really beautiful neighborhood, really prestigious neighborhood. And She's happy, she's happily married. She loves her husband, he loves her. She's, you know, she lived in a nice, safe neighborhood. She's living her best life, okay? Living her best life. Until one day, she is brushing her hair like she normally does before she's getting ready to do the house chores. And she opens up a drawer that she never opens. For some reason, she just has never opened this one in her dresser. And inside, she finds a brush that's made out of almost like human bones and a lock of hair wrapped in white silk, the same white silk material that she uses for her, you know, to wrap up her hair, to tie up her hair. And so the story goes on from there. I haven't really gotten that far into it and I'm already obsessed with it. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so intrigued, and like weird things are happening, or her neighbors are weird. And tell me why she decides when she sees this lock of hair that she wants to sniff it. Like, would you do that? Would you sniff a lock of hair? Because I don't think I would. Anyways, the way that it's described, the stench of it is just chef's kiss. Like I even tabbed it because I loved it. I loved it so much. Let me just read it to you. It says, she puts it to her nose and smells the hair. The stench of it floods her brain and makes her gag. Spices and rotting flesh and sour private sweat and hot sands stretching away into a burning, lonely nothingness. Slowly, as if underwater, as if someone else has given run of her limbs, Sophia unties her own hair and begins to comb it with the great bone brush. Tears float into the crescents of her eyes, and she does not know why. Would you do that? Like, would you? It's weird, okay? It almost sounds like the brush is possessed or something. I don't know. It's really freaky, and I can't wait to finish it. I plan on finishing this tonight. And funny thing is that when I read creepy things or horror novels or whatever, like at night, it creeps me out because I'm sitting in my library and our house is very spacious. And so we don't really keep a lot of furniture in it. We're very minimalist. So when the AC comes on or anything comes on, the house creaks and makes noises and it's just freaky. Anyways, I plan on doing that. Actually, I have no desire in putting on mascara because the day is almost over, and like I hate having to take all my makeup off, so I'm probably I can't even find what I'm looking for. Anyways, I'm probably going to go, I'm gonna take it off. Oh, there it is. I'm like all over the place. Anyways, there's no point in putting mascara on if I'm gonna take it off like immediately tonight. So, and it's a pain in the butt to like put on. And also, like today, usually I wash my hair, but it just takes so much work. Does this happen to you guys? Like, it is so tedious to like wash my hair, massage my scalp, do all these treatments and all these masks to my hair, and then blow dry it and give it a blowout, and then also straighten it. It's just, I'm super high maintenance and I'm a girly girl, but just having to do all that is very annoying. So it's 7:35 p.m. Same day, same Friday. I just wanted to update you because I did end up finishing Come For Me with Apples. Honestly, I don't really know what to think about this book at all. I don't know how to rate it. It was very interesting, intriguing. It kept me glued to the pages. It was really short and sweet. The writing was beautiful. It was beautifully descriptive. I loved everything about that. There are some horror elements to it. I wouldn't consider it to be full-blown horror. It's kind of like a different fantasy type of horror, and I really don't know how to describe it. It almost reminds me of like an Adam and Eve retelling, and then there's fantasy, and then it's really weird and it makes no sense, and then there's lots of questions at the end and I'm super confused. But that's basically how I can describe this book. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely loved it, but I just don't know what to rate it. I don't know what rating I'm gonna give it. But if you hear my kids in the background, I'm so sorry. It is almost bedtime and they get like this before bedtime. Anyways, yeah, so I still don't know what I'm gonna rate it. I will probably rate it during my May wrap up. I don't know. But I really did enjoy it. It was short and sweet and just lovely. That's all I can say. Anyways, with that being said, I'm still going to read something tonight. And I'm such an annoying mood reader. After reading this, I kind of want to read another novella or a horror, but I don't know. This vlog is intended to read my 3 Abby Jimenez books, which are right over here. So I'm going to start off with the Friend Zone, and then it goes into the Happy Ever After playlist, and then Life's Too Short. And this one is about infertility, I believe. And oh my gosh, did I just do that to the book? That is very annoying. I don't even know how that happened or if it already came like that. Do you see that? Do you see that little rip right there? If I make my own rips in the book, that's fine because I did it myself. But if like this just happens before I read the book, that's really annoying. Super annoying. The Friend Zone will have you laughing one moment and grabbing for tissues the next, which is what Abby Jimenez does for me anyways, as it tackles the realities of infertility and loss with wit, heart, and a lot of sass. So yeah, I think I'll start this and then I will check back in when I have an update of first impressions maybe about the book. So can't wait to read it. But first I gotta put the kids to bed, and honestly I haven't even had dinner. I haven't even had lunch today. I've been snacking all day, junk food. Like, don't judge me, I've been snacking junk food all day. But I'm not really hungry. I almost just wanna, because today's Friday and there's no class, no school tomorrow for the kids, I kind of want to make myself a cup of coffee and some toast and just pull a late nighter and try to read a lot of this. I'm so annoyed about that, by the way. Anyways, bye. I've talked to your ears, so goodbye. Hello, hi. I have not popped on here to talk to you guys at all. I had a very relaxing morning. Woke up, slept in. The kids slept in late pretty much too. Made my coffee, sat a little bit and read, and just enjoyed my family. I wanted to come on here and kind of give you a little update about my first impressions of The Friend Zone. And I'm on page 40. So far, I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I'm loving their banter. I'm loving their back and forth. I'm loving their little jokes and their little jabs that they have with each other. I love it so much. I also like the way that they met. This story follows Kristen and Josh. Right off the bat, they meet under really bad circumstances. She does not like him. She ends up rear-ending him on her way to the fire station where her best friend is hanging out with her fiance, soon-to-be husband. In the fire station, they have a day where you can bring your friends or family or spouses to hang out with you. So she's on her way there and she ends up spilling her coffee in the truck, which happens to be owned by her best friend's fiance, brand new truck he just got. She ends up rear-ending Josh. She's gonna be the maid of honor and Josh is the best man, and obviously she's annoyed on the fact that he made her rear-end him, and so right off the bat they don't get along, but there's this amazing banter back and forth between them and I absolutely love it so much. I love their little jokes and little comebacks that they have towards each other. I absolutely love Josh. He takes her jabs well and he doesn't get butthurt about it because she is kind of like a sailor in a sense. She's very vulgar, she's very blunt, she's very straightforward in your face. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, and he can take it and give it back to her. And so they have this little play fight thing going on, which is super cute. Kristen, I don't really like her that much right now because she does literally sound like a bro. Like she sounds like a dude with a sailor mouth. She does not sound graceful. Don't get me wrong, I say a lot of curse words too, but like just the way she talks. For example, she says, I haven't got laid in a long time. Like honestly, like I wouldn't really put it that way. Like I would say it differently. It just sounds so vulgar and so frat boyish of her to say that. It doesn't sound as graceful as I would imagine her to be. She's this tiny petite little brunette, and I think Josh is actually a tall guy. She's just very feisty, which I like that she's feisty, but she's just some of the things that come out of her mouth, I'm like, am I reading from a woman's perspective or am I reading from a dude's perspective? But anyways, I know I'm going to grow to like her because I do like her back and forth, and I do like that she has tough skin. And Josh is a sweetheart. He's so nice and he takes her jabs and he gives it right back, and it's perfect. They have perfect chemistry already and I'm absolutely loving it. I can't wait to read more of this book. It does explain that she has a procedure going on, and this is probably the most descriptive I'm going to be in this first impression because I don't want to give anything else away. But the back of the book does say that there's infertility issues and stuff. I'm interested to see like what happened to her to the point where she is going to be infertile, if that makes any sense, and how she handles that, considering she's already stated that she does not want to have kids and Josh is all about wanting him to have kids. And the main reason why he broke it off with his ex-girlfriend was because she didn't want to have kids. So I know that they're going to run into those issues. And again, Abby Jimenez puts light and fluffy to an extent, and then she makes the romance very serious, and she makes the characters go through like very serious things in life, and sometimes it makes you want to cry. So I love all the feelings that Abby Jimenez gives me. I gotta go. My battery's about to die. I will check back in with you guys later. Bye. It is Sunday, 5:40 49. I want to talk about how far I've gotten in the book, and I'm already on page 232. Last night I had my coffee at 9:30 after the kids went to bed, and I basically stayed up until 1:30 and I read a lot. I think I read 150 pages yesterday, which is pretty good for me. And so I only have like 110 pages left to finish the book. I'm hoping I can finish it tonight. If not, the bulk of it will be read tonight, and then tomorrow for sure I'll finish it. I'm kind of in the mood to read a horror or a thriller after this, so I don't know if I'm going to end this vlog just after I finish this book or if I'm going to continue with the plans of the vlog. And actually this sounds very, very good, very interesting. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, I'm up in the air. I've been in the mood to read a horror novella or a horror book, or a thriller. There's so many thrillers I want to read. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably decide after I finish this book if I want to like end the vlog there and just have 2 books read in this reading vlog, or if I want to continue the vlog and not continue with the plan as far as reading these 2, but continue and jump into a thriller. But anyways, let's talk about this book. I'm still annoyed with the main female character. Like, I even forgot her name already, Kristen. I'm so annoyed with her. I don't like the way she is just so vulgar, and she sounds literally like a straight up sailor dude. Just cusses every other sentence. There's a cuss word. I'm talking the F word, or like just off the wall, like a cuss word that just was placed in the sentence. Like, I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy her attitude. She almost has kind of like a guy bro attitude where she just, you know, doesn't mind being friends with benefits or acts tough, and it's just not cute. I don't think it's cute at all. I think it's actually very annoying. I think the way she talks is annoying, and I think the things that she's been doing in this story are very annoying. Like, yes, she's going through something very serious, and she doesn't want to take away and ruin Josh's plans for his future by staying with him. So she's being selfless in that sense. But in the other sense, she's being very selfish because she does have a boyfriend in the Marines or whatever. And while he's gone, she's basically living with Josh. And it's just so annoying because it almost feels like a love triangle, and it almost feels borderline like she's being unfaithful and cheating. She's not being very like honest to her boyfriend Tyler. That happened. This almost love triangle happened, and borderline cheating almost happens too, which is very annoying. I don't like any of those tropes. And then the most annoying trope of all would be that there's a huge misunderstanding. She could just simply just talk to him as an adult and tell him, I love you, but I can't be with you because of these reasons, or I have this problem, and the ball is in your court, and you can decide if you want to still be together with me considering I have these problems, or you can just leave. Not giving Josh a chance to like fully be able to make that decision on his own is very selfish. Not selfish, but it's very annoying and very childish of her that to just assume that she's no good for him because of certain circumstances. So yeah, probably one of my least favorite characters I've read so far, honestly. I don't like her at all. And then there's this other guy who's in part of the friend group, and his name is Sean, and he's just so annoying and so cringy, and he refers to women as bitches. Like, he's just, the way he talks about women, objectifying them. I don't know if I'm using the right word, or like, it's just, I hate him. I hate him so much. And I was hoping, like, I really hope he doesn't have a book, because I would never want to read a book, like, of him. Anyways, I gotta go because my kids are probably done with their bath, but I will pop in. Probably the next time would be when I finish the book. So, yeah. This is probably the worst side of me, but I didn't even want to go into my library to get my camera. I'm on my phone right now, and I'm on page 279. Man, it's just so heartbreaking. I don't know where this story is gonna go. Something happened,
and didn't really think that it was gonna get me like this. Like, didn't really think that it was gonna make me sob like a baby. But yeah, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to reading. I'm gonna see what else happens. Hopefully something happy, because at this point I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, it's Tuesday. I haven't updated this vlog in, I want to say it's 2 to 3 days, but I wanted to pop on here and tell you guys that I did finish The Friend Zone. I gave it a 4.75. Listen, that book was so good. The only thing I didn't like about it is basically the main female character, Kristen. I did not like her personality. I did not like her sailor mouth. I did not like that she literally spoke like a dude, like a frat boy dude. I did not like that she didn't even sound like a woman, honestly. She sounded like a arrogant college boy that doesn't know how to talk in a sentence without saying bad words. Anyways, other than that, the book was really good. Something so tragic happens towards the end of the book that I did not see coming, and it just broke me. I literally still think about it. I think about it so much, and it made me so sad. So sad. Oh, because you fall in love with these characters, you get to know them, and you follow their story, like the side characters, and just something about what happened, like, oh, it was so heartbreaking, heartbreaking to the max. But anyways, yes, 4.75. I loved it. So there's that. I finished the book and I ended up starting the Happy Ever After playlist. I'm already on page 42, and let me just give you my first impressions of this. I absolutely love this so much. I just love Abby Jimenez's writing, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like at this point I can say that she can literally shit on a page and I will still read it because I love her writing that much. Her romances are not just fluffy romances, they have more depth to them, and they have more serious topics, and the characters are always going through something. This is pretty bad of me, but I normally don't read the author's acknowledgments or notes. I always read hers because they're just so interesting. She actually does her research during the process of creating the story, and her storylines are basically backed with life experiences. For example, like if it's a doctor romance, she has interviewed and has had conversations with ER doctors so that she can put relatable experiences and real life experiences into these books. So I really, really appreciate that about her. And it's not all just very fictional. It's based off of people's careers or people's lives that have gone through certain experiences. So I really, really admire that about her. I just love this book already. So if you didn't know what this book is about, this is the actual second book in the series. You need to read the Friend Zone first before you read this one. So this one follows Sloane, and Sloane has lost her fiance, and it's been 2 years. And right off the bat, you feel for her and her struggles and her trying to live her life and move on from losing her fiance. And so one day she is driving because she's getting ready to go to his cemetery. She almost hits a dog, this cute dog. He's like a duck hunting dog, a golden retriever hunting dog. I will put it what his actual breed is because I forgot the actual breed. So she almost hits him, stops in the middle of the road, blocking traffic. He ends up jumping into her sunroof, and for her it was kind of a sign that she needed to try to find out this dog's owner. Not only that, but also take the dog in with her. So she did that. She took him in for 2 weeks, tried to communicate with the owner. The owner was out of town, didn't respond. She took him to the vet, took care of him. She's starting to actually fall in love with this dog because this dog is a different routine than she's had. He has basically lifted her spirits, considering she's still going through the mourning of her fiance. The dog's owner is actually a musician who has been on tour, has been gone for 2 weeks, and when he finally gets back on the plane, he sees all these messages from her about his dog. So she's convinced, okay, the owner obviously didn't care about the dog, so I'm gonna keep him because I love him so much. So they go back and forth, messaging each other and talking on the phone, and they form this kind of friendship for now. That's how as far as I've gotten. They're forming this friendship over the fact that they both love this pup, Tucker, and his name is Tucker. So I really, really like it. I like how they're flirting. I like how he hasn't really seen her yet. She hasn't sent him a picture of her yet, but the chemistry is there already, and I like that about them. So I'm really enjoying this story, but I know it's going to be like a tearjerker because of certain events that she's had to deal with. So yeah, I'm excited to read more because I just love it. I love this book so much already, and I'm only on page, what did I say, like 42? So I love it. And the cute thing about it too is the title is the Happy Ever After playlist. Every chapter has a song that you can listen to. I haven't trained myself yet to listen to music that has lyrics while I'm reading, because I see myself getting distracted by the lyrics and not really paying attention to the book. But I do like to listen to cafe lounge jazz music with no lyrics in it while I'm reading a book. I think that is so therapeutic. But anyways, that's what I wanted to update you guys on. We have a very special day today. My daughter is graduating kindergarten, and in 30 minutes we're going to leave the house and we're going to go attend her little ceremony. I think she has a little cute dance going on and everything, so I'm super excited. Just wanted to pop in and let you guys know, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, it has been literally 3 days since I've updated this vlog, and I've just been super busy. I have read a lot, which is good. So I did finish the Happy Ever After playlist, and let me just tell you, Abby Jimenez has the gift of making you feel happy, sad, to the point where you're sobbing, mad, frustrated, annoyed, all of the feelings all in one book. And this was no different. And this was actually, to me, the friend zone was more emotional. This was still pulling at my heartstrings. Like, this love story and these characters were so enjoyable for me to read. Like, I loved this love story. I didn't think I was gonna love it as much, and I didn't think I was gonna love Jason, the main male character, as much. But the things that they go through together, the romantic gestures that he does for her, literally a movie and a book. I don't know how to explain this, but I really enjoyed this book. I only took 2 days to read it. I read this book in 2 days, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't get enough of Sloane and Jason. I think they're so good together. I think they have such great chemistry. Were there times where I was a little frustrated? Yes, because again, there's always miscommunication in most of these romance books. But other than that, I went from being skeptical of maybe not liking him because she did have a fiance who passed, and Jason walking into her life by chance, by his dog jumping into her sunroof and just creating that connection, that long distance connection and friendship. Like, I totally felt that for them. Even though it was still a little insta-lovey, I still felt their chemistry and their love felt pure and real. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't want to say a lot because I don't want to give much out, but I really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 5-star. It was really, really good. There's nothing bad I had to say about this book at all. I loved it that much. So with that being said, I did start her last book in this series, and that's Life's Too Short, and I'm on page 40, and I want to give you my first impressions. So far, I am enjoying it. And if you didn't know, this book is about Vanessa, who happens to be a YouTube vlogger, which I thought was very, very interesting, and Adrian, who happens to be a top-notch defense attorney, happens to own his own law firm. He is co-partners with another lawyer and they run this law firm. This book is about obviously their romance, and how they meet is he owns and lives in the same building that she does. He owns these apartments. One day he's sleeping with his girlfriend at the time and it's 3 a.m. He hears a screaming baby, so he gets up, finds out the screaming baby. It happens to be his next door neighbor. It happens to be Vanessa's baby. However, it's not Vanessa's baby. She's just sort of being the primary guardian at this point because her sister basically just gave up the baby, is also a drug addict and is going through her own issues and can't really take care of her baby. So Vanessa has taken in her, I think, 8-week-old or something like that, really tiny newborn baby. Adrian comes in, knocks on the door, decides to help her out, help soothe the baby that has been crying nonstop for hours, so that he's able to go back to sleep and go to work the next day. And then that's how the story starts, and that's how far I've gotten so far. I like it. It's interesting. There's also something that came up that I'm like, really? It's already? Am I going to be sobbing in this book already? Am I going to love these characters and something tragic happens? I feel like it's a pattern that Abby Jimenez does in her books. She makes you fall in love with these characters. You get so attached to them, and then something tragic happens where you just have to sob your face off. But anyways, I really enjoy this book so far. It's not feeling like a 5-star yet, but again, I'm only 40 pages in. I'm gonna try to read a lot more tonight. I've been reading these books really quickly, so I'm gonna try to keep up my pace on it and then hopefully finish reading it in the next couple days so I can close this vlog and start on my next series or start on my next books. I really don't know what I'm gonna read next. I'm already like wanting to read maybe fantasy or a thriller or a horror. I don't know. There's just so many books that I want to read and just not enough time, honestly. But anyways, I will talk to you later. Hi. I wanted to provide a little update. Okay, so yesterday I completely said I was busy, which I was, but I didn't really say why I was busy. I was busy because it's Friday. Usually on Fridays I clean the house, so I did that. I cleaned the house, mopped the floors, did most of the laundry. So by the time it was like ready for the kids to take a bath and dinner time, I was wiped out. So I really didn't get to read a lot yesterday because Jax actually took a nap yesterday he took a nap like from 3 to like up until it was time to take a bath. And so that meant that he wasn't going to bed until really late. So my husband ended up coming home from work, and then he ended up going to bed like around 9:30. By then I had laid on the couch with the intentions of reading more of this book, but I didn't really get to do that because I passed out and woke up at 1, and so decided to go to bed even though I wasn't tired. But anyways, I also broke my nail, like completely. This is pretty gross, but I completely was styling my hair and I got it stuck with the brush, the roller brush, and I just twisted my nail. So I think I'm gonna probably get really short nails for a while because I'm just not cut out for long nails. But anyways, I have been reading a lot today. Today we ran errands. Today is Saturday. I don't know how long this vlog has been going on. I think over a week now, but I intend for it to be this long because I need to finish the 3rd book in the series. So I'm already on page 124. As soon as I hit 154, I will hit my 100-page goal today. And I don't know, like, I'm enjoying the book, but I'm not like right now I have time to read, but I'm not really, like, the book is not pulling me into the direction of wanting to pick it back up right now. I don't know. I'm reading it fast. I am enjoying it, but I'm not enough to like binge it basically. So yeah, that is my update. I have no idea what I want to read. I want to read maybe a fantasy afterwards, or maybe another romance, maybe jump into the Fine Print series or King of Wrath. I have no idea. I will let you guys know when I do. But anyways, my husband's working tonight, which means I'm gonna stay up late to do some more reading, and hopefully I'll be able to finish this book in the next couple days. By the way, just so that you know that I don't eat like complete garbage all the time, this is what I'm having for dinner. If you cared, this is what I'm having for dinner. It's actually really, really good. It's a chicken sandwich from Costco, chicken sandwich on sprouted grain bread from Costco. And it comes with this delicious sauce. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not mayonnaise. I mean, it doesn't smell like mayonnaise, so I don't know what it is. But I'm having this quick dinner because... Oh, and water. But I'm having this quick dinner because my husband just went to work and the kids are taking their bubble bath. And after that, it's literally go, go, go for me. After their baths, it's time for their dinner. I make their dinners. And then the kids hang out, play a little bit. And then an hour or two after that, it's typically bath time. It's typically bedtime. But it takes me a very long time to put my kids down. Charlie, my little girl, she goes to sleep right away. Jax, he takes a very long time. And it's so painful for me because I know that I could be reading or doing other things. And it's not that I don't like laying with him. I love my son. I love laying with him. But even if he's tired, he is so stubborn to the point where he will not just let himself rest and go to sleep. So I literally lay with him for almost an hour and sometimes an hour and 30 minutes. And by that time, it's like 9:30. I'm almost falling asleep and it's hard for me to read, but I do take advantage of these nights where my husband's away and working overtime because for some reason, when he's here, I always feel guilty reading. I don't know why. He gives me no reason to feel guilty. I just do. I feel like I have to hang out with him, spend some time with him because I want to. So what I'm going to do is, after the kids go to bed, probably make myself some coffee, to be honest with you. This is hitting the spot, by the way. Make myself some toast and coffee. That way I'm up until 1:30 and I'll get the bulk of my reading done by then. So I think I know why I'm just not loving this book. I don't hate it, but I'm just not loving it like I loved her other books. I think it's just because I just don't feel the chemistry and the love between the two characters. I don't buy it, basically. And I'm already on page 226. I think halfway through the book already, and for some reason at this point I should be rooting for them, which I am, but not to an extent to where I would be devastated if they didn't end up together. So I'm just not connecting with these characters as much, and I'm not believing in their love or their romance. So I think that's why I feel like this book is kind of unless something like over the top or something so good happens towards the end, I don't think I'm going to change my mind. Anyways, I'm going to keep reading. It's Monday, May 29th, and I'm getting ready to close out this vlog. As you can see, sorry for my bathroom back there. As you can see, I'm in my bathing suit. We took the kids to go see the Super Mario movie this morning. So now we're gonna hit up the pool and do a little barbecue and just enjoy a nice fun pool day with the kids. Last night I finished Life's Too Short. Let me tell you, that book was really good. For some reason, throughout the entire book, except for the ending of the book, I didn't feel any chemistry between the characters. I did not believe in their romance at all. It just, for me, I wasn't buying it. Up until towards the end of the book, that's when I felt their love for each other. This story was totally different. My hand is shaking, literally shaking, because the camera is so heavy. But anyways, I'm not sure if I did a good job explaining what the story is about, but it follows Vanessa and Adrian. Adrian is a lawyer who happens to own the building that Vanessa lives in. They are next door neighbors. Vanessa ends up taking over and fostering her niece because her sister's a drug addict and wants nothing to do with her baby, who is only, I think in the book, 10 months old or maybe 8 weeks old. She's a brand new baby. I don't remember how old she is, but she's a brand new baby. And the baby in the story is so cute. Her name is Grace. Vanessa ends up taking her in, and one night she's up all night screaming and crying and just being very fussy. In comes in Adrian, who happens to live next door to Vanessa, who hears the baby crying at 3 a.m. and he knows he has to go to work the next day, and he knocks on her door and he helps soothe the baby while Vanessa gets the vomit and out of her hair and takes a shower. From there, they form a friendship. It blossoms into something else, obviously, but I love that whole aspect of the book. I love the fact that he's this bachelor who, you know, doesn't mind helping Vanessa out and taking care of her baby for her. Vanessa also does have a life-threatening disease, or she believes she has a life-threatening disease. So in the story, she's trying to deal with that and trying not to fall in love with Adrian. So it's their romance, and it was really good. The book was really good, but again, I didn't feel the chemistry between them up until towards the end of the book. That's when I felt it. That's when my heart was breaking for them at some points. But overall, it was a really good story. I think I'm going to give it a 4.5 only because I did not believe in the characters in the beginning of the book. I did not root for them until the end. Abby Jimenez does a great job again at doing her research when she does these books with some heavy topics in them. So I really did appreciate that. I really did appreciate the inspiration behind the story as well. If you do read this book, which I highly recommend because it's overall, it is still a really great book. The author's note at the end was really, really good. So yeah. 4.5 out of 5. I love this story so much. And yeah, so that's the end of this vlog. I'm closing it out for now. This was so fun. I think this vlog took me a week and 4 days to do, which is not too bad because I did end up reading 4 books. I had fun tagging you guys along in my little reading vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So thank you again so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos or if you want to see more of me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!